it just gave us like employee income tax and then the U.S. savings tax. Why did you do that?
Sorry. Just take it easy, Erica. She with my pen, Erica.
I didn't touch your pen.
Okay. We were just done with our first posting, right? Yay, nay, maybe?
Yes. I don't know actually.
Okay then, so it says on the 15th, February 15th, wrote a check for the January liability for employee income tax and Social Security tax and Medicare tax. So, all we're doing, we are paying the money we owe. And anytime we pay, we do so in the cash payments journal. So when you have a change of month, all you do is write February.
Oh. The cash payments? You beat all this stuff.
You're in the wrong journal there, Chief.
Cash payments.
Cash payments. Flip the script.
I didn't do that.
You didn't do what? There's a second page of the cash payments journal. Flip backwards. 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 There you go. So we've got employee income tax payable. We have Social Security tax payable. Medicare tax payable. How do we know how much we pay? Take a guess. How would you know how much money you've taken out for employee income tax? How do you know what the balance of that is that you owe? Well, if I look in my general ledger, this keeps a running total of what I've taken out. So I have $805 I've taken out. Do I owe all of that? Yes. Do I owe all of this? Yes. Do I owe all of this? Yes. So 805, 1512.80, 353.80. So I'm going to come in here. Employee income tax payable is going to be debited, 805. Social Security tax is going to be 1512.80. Medicare 353.80. Add those three up. That gives us our cash amount. Erica, you got something?
Yeah, 2671.
2671 what? 60. Okay, next one says paid February payroll. Total payroll $12,360 less deductions. And it says employee income tax is $816, U.S. savings bonds $125. So our payroll is the exact same situation as we just had right here on the 31st, last one. So February 15th, salary expense is, it is the 28th. 12,360, and then you've got employee income tax payable is how much? 816. And you've got U.S. savings bonds payable, and that is 125. And then you need to calculate Social Security tax payable and Medicare tax payable.
We have to have it twice or just once?
Just once, because this is what you're taking out for the employees.
Oh.
So the employees are taking out, Social Security tax is 0.062 times 12,360. Erica, what is it? 766.32. And then Medicare is 0.0145 times 12,360.
179.22.
Oh, sorry, $179.
Yes.
22.
Yes.
So we take 12,360 minus all four of these, and that's going to give us our cash. 12,360 minus.
473.46.
10,004 what?
73.
10,473.
46.
46.
You haven't put the check numbers in there.
I haven't put the check numbers in there. You're right. It is February 15th is C222, and the 28th is 232. All right, the next one says record employer payroll tax expense. That is done in the general journal. It is done very similar, format-wise, as the one that's already in there. So this is February 28th. We've got...
What's February 28th?
What's that?
Oh, it's the last day of February.
It's the last day of February. Unless it's a leap year. Then February 29th is the last day of February. You got that?
When was the leap year like your,
Every 4 years. Election years.
oh, this year?
This year that's now done, yes. We had a February 29th. I had a friend that was born on February 29th. So he actually only celebrated his birthday once every 4 years. That's tough. That's a rough one.
Well, when would you celebrate?
March 1st.
But it was technically...
Technically February 29th, yes. He was born on leap year day, election year.
Weird.
Well, you figure there's 365 days in a year. It happens every 4 years, so you're looking at it, you know, a 1 in 1,300 chance. Nailed it. Yeah. Actually, it's actually 1/1400. Yeah. Anyways. So then you got Social Security tax payable, you've got Medicare tax payable, and then your unemployments. The Social Security and Medicare are easy because what you do is you match everything that the employees took out. So all you have to do is look back to your previous payroll. What did I take out for Social Security? I took out $766.32. So that's what I put in. $766.32. Medicare was how much? $179.22. And now my federal unemployment is 0.008 times 12,360. And that is 98.88. And my state is 0.054 times 12,360. 667.44. I add those up. I get this. $1,711.86. So just for employing people, just for having employees, I have to pay $1,700 in taxes for owning a business and employing American people. Yes. That's what I owe. Did your dad complain about taxes, Dinderman?
Yeah, a little bit.
Does he? Now you see why, right? All right. Yep. All right, so now, simple part. We got to post.
But they're already getting taxed.
I know, they got to pay taxes on their own income, and they have to pay taxes on every single employee's income.
Oh, so that's only for one employee?
No, that's for all their group employees. But you have to pay taxes on your own income as well as taxes on every employee's income that works for you. Sweet, huh? What a great deal.
You know, Iowa, there's an Iowa tax.
There's
an Iowa tax in your paycheck?
Yeah,
There is.
yeah. It's not as
Mine's
much.
like $2.
It's not as much as federal tax. And the Iowa taxes is really light if you don't make very much money a year. Like if you're a part-time employee, the Iowa tax is real low.
It's like $2.
Okay, start our posting. Employee income tax payable.
Does every state have that?
No. Some states choose to not. And if they don't have a state income tax, what they usually have is a higher property tax rate or a higher sales tax rate. Mm-hmm. But that's why people that play sports professionally love to play in Florida, because they don't have a state income tax. They have a high state property tax. So what they'll do is they'll rent an apartment, so they don't have to pay the property tax on the apartment, nor do they have to pay income tax. Right. So that's why when you take a sports job in Miami, you can make a lot more money because you don't pay the taxes.
Work the system.
Work in the system. You're right. Okay, where was I?
I don't know if they figure that out.
Employee income tax payable, debited, 805.
Thing is, they're still getting charged as much as they would somewhere else in an apartment rent.
Well, depends. You know, you have your permanent residence set up in a state that dings you for state income tax. Well, if I don't actually make that money in that state, I don't pay the income tax on it. So LeBron's permanent residence is still in Ohio. So he doesn't make his money in Ohio though, so he doesn't pay income tax on it. And they have a lower property tax rate because they charge an income tax. So he pays a low property tax rate and literally no income tax rate anywhere.
There you go.
You know, what a bunch of crap. About the only thing LeBron does that's
Time
smart.
in Miami.
LeBron is going to Miami. All right. 21-20. 15-12-80. This is February 28th.
Andrea.
$353.80. 2140. You can't steal my lines.
My lines are all messed up.
All right, salary expense, $12,360. It's all the way down at the bottom.
Did you enjoy reading my license plate yesterday?
You got any license plate?
No, he was wrong.
12,360 plus 12,200 gives us what? 24,560. 6170. Employee income tax payable, credited 816. It's 2120. U.S. savings bonds is 125. Credit 125 gives us a balance of 250. 2180. Social Security tax, $766.32. Is $21.30. And Medicare, $179.22. It's $21.40. So this page is done. General Journal page. Payroll tax expense. February 28th. G1. 1711.86. Gives us a new balance of what? 3401.56. 3401.56, that is 6150. Social Security tax, we're gonna match. So this is from G1, 766.32 times 2 is 1532.64. It's 2130. Medicare. $179.22. 350. 358.44. It's 2140. Unemployment 98.88. $98.88. Do you have a balance for me there, Erica? Federal unemployment tax? 196.48 is 2150. And then you've got unemployment tax state 667.44. $667.44 gives us a new balance of what, Erica? 13.
I don't know, like my dad had a.
What?
I didn't have a 658.
1355. No, it can't be 44. Because that's 658.80.
Oh, I didn't even have that. I didn't have 55. That one moved over there.
Draker, do some computation for me.
Do when you're flipping 100 miles an hour.
1326.24.
1326.24. 2160. Prove and rule.
Last day before break, no big deal.
It's no big deal. Prove and rule the cash payments journal, page 1. Carry the column totals forward. Journalize following transactions. All right. I am going to do you a favor here.
Say we don't have to do it?
And we're not going to total these. I'm going to give you the totals.
Ooh.
So we don't have to do all this adding. Yeah. Okay. So write these totals down
Last day of school for the year.
at the bottom. So the totals in your cash payments journal
Tweak the head.
is 32,
Where is this
648, right down here at the bottom.
at? Right here?
Yep. These are your totals. 32, 648, 35. 37, 49, 84, and 28,898.51. Okay,
Good to go?
we're good to go. So now, we are on page, tells us wrote a check for the February liability for employee income tax, Social Security tax, and Medicare tax. We're just doing the same thing over and over and over. So we are in 2012. This is March 15th. We're paying this. Employee income tax payable, Social Security tax payable, and Medicare tax payable. How much do we owe Social Security or for employee income tax? Let's check 237. How do you know how much you owe? You owe everything you have taken out of your employees' checks. How do you know what you've taken out of your employees' checks?
You'll look at it.
You check your balance. So I have withheld from the employees income tax of $816. So that's how much I owe. Social Security tax. I owe the amount that I have in here. $1532.64. And Medicare tax, I owe $358.44. Add those three, I get what? 270708. I'll buy that. It says paid March payroll. 11,860. So what am I going to write, merchant? What account am I putting down? I'm paying my payroll. So my expense for payroll, salary expense. That salary expense is $11,860. And then I have employee income tax payable. I have U.S. savings bonds. Payable. And I have SSTP and Medicare. My employee income tax payable tells us it is $783. U.S. savings bonds $125. Social Security tax is .062 times what number? Times 11,860. That is?
Wait, is that 125? 125?
Yeah. It's not quite as clear on your screens as it is up front, is it?
Are we gonna Social Security?
Yep.
735.32.
Medicare is .0145 times 171 what? 97. So I take 11,860 minus bam, 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 bam.
Uh-oh.
Draker, take care of me there, will you?
On the hop.
Is that 45 minutes?
Yep.
That means we've been going for 45 minutes straight. Holy Toledo.
Means we're done?
We're getting there.
$10,044.70.
Why is it not doing anything?
Just hit enter. 10,000 what?
44.
Doing anything?
I can obviously hear you're not hitting anything. All right,
10,044.71.
71.
I'll take my right there.
That's exactly what it sounded like. Okay,
Drum roll.
next one says,
Do we still use the same general journal?
yep, same general journal, recorded payroll taxes. Merchant, I know we're going fast here, but we have to record payroll tax expense. If you were to look at what we've previously done and had to guess, what's the first thing I'm writing right here?
It tells you. Look at the top.
Payroll tax expense.
I'll tell you what to do. Dog.
And then I've got
In the
SSTP,
house.
Medicare,
So you're a honey bag.
unemployment, federal, unemployment, state. Social Security is what we just paid, which was,
735.
no, 783. No, 735.32. You're right. 735 what? 32. Medicare is 171.97. Unemployment federal is .008 times our salary expense, which is 11,860.
9488.
94.88. And last one is .054 times 11,860, and I get
61672.
616.72. Add those four up, gives me this. $16.18 what? 89. Now, guess what we gotta do?
Post job.
Post them. Okay. So we start on the cash payments. Employee income tax, 816. March 15th, CP1, 816 gives us a new balance of 0, 2120. Social Security tax, March 15, CP1, debit 1532.64. Gives us a new balance of 0, 2130. Medicare. March 15th, CP1, CP2. You guys
Who?
catching me? I like it. Alright, 358.44 gives us a balance of 0, 2140. Salary expense. March 31st, CP2, 11,860. Gives us a new balance of 37,420. $61.70. Employee income tax payable is how much? $783. March 31st, CP2, $783. Gives us a balance of $783. 2120. U.S. savings bonds payable, $125. March 31st. CP2, $125. 375. 2180. 2180. Social Security tax. 735.32. March 31st. CP2. 735.32 gives us a balance of 735.32. 2130. Medicare, 171.97. CP2, 171.97 gives us a balance of 171.97. 2140. Okay, general journal. Starting off, payroll tax expense. Our payroll tax expense on March 31st, G1 is 1618.89. So we add 1618.89 plus 3401.56, Erica, and what do we get?
Which one?
Payroll tax expense.
50, 20, 25?
50, what?
20, 75.
20, 75. 5,020.75. Account number 650. I'm on the wrong page. Where am I at? Okay. 6150. Next one, Social Security tax is 31st. G1, 735.32 gives us 1470. 64. 2130. 2130. Medicare. 31st. G2. G1, sorry. 171.97 plus 171.97 gives us 343.94. 2140 for the account. 2140. Unemployment. March 1st. G2 is 9488. Erica, do you got a total for us?
Federal.
Federal.
$291.
Is what?
$291.30.
291.30. 36. 291.36. It's 2150. State. March 31st. G1. I'm busy. I'm flying. 616.72. Erica, you got a new total?
1942.96.
1942.96. 2150.
Except we still have April's bill. So we have 4.
Well, we should at least, we won't post them, but we'll journalize them. How's that? And then we can call
Do we
it.
have time?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Paid cash for 15 U.S. savings bonds at $25 each for the employees. Okay, so we paid cash. We are in April 1, U.S. savings bonds payable. Is check number 259. 15 times 25 gives us what?
What?
375. 375. 15 times 25 is 375, right? Yes. Wrote a check for the March liability for employee income tax, Social Security tax, Medicare tax. So all I am is back up, same thing I was doing always before. Employee income tax payable. Well, I know how much I took out. I took out 783. So 783. Social Security tax. Medicare. It's going to be 1470. 64. And that will be 343.94. Add those three up. What do I get, Erica?
Wait, is that 300?
That's 343, yes. Shh. 94. $25.97 what? 58. We wrote a check for federal unemployment. So, unemployment tax payable federal. How much do we owe in federal unemployment tax? Well, we owe whatever we've recorded. So, we owe $291.36. So that is $291.36. $291.36. 270 and 276, sorry. It's 270, 276. And the last one, we owe state unemployment. State unemployment tells us, how much do we owe? Somebody tell me. How much state unemployment tax do we owe?
1942, 96.
1942, 96?
Yes.
96, 1942, 96, 277. That is working to the bell right there. That's the challenge problem.
Please send Gavin Anderson